It says in Matthew, the 20th chapter, 29th verse to the 34th verse.
Yeah.
It says, and as they departed from Jericho,
Come on.
a great multitude followed him, and behold, two blind men sitting by the wayside.
Hey,
Let's stop right there.
come on. Watch yourself.
It specifies, as they departed
Yeah.
from Jericho.
Yeah.
They were leaving a place. Now, if you got your pens and paper, you might want to use them because we're going somewhere.
Right now.
You might just listen to it say I can follow along, but when it goes to, you're going to be like, man, I wish I would. There's something down. It says they were departing from Jericho, and a great multitude followed him. And it says there were two blind men sitting by the wayside. When they heard that Jesus was passing by, cried out, saying, have mercy on us, O Lord, thou son of David.
Come on.
Yes,
Let's stop right there.
yes, Jesus.
Let's stop right there. We're going to the next verse. You ready? We're going to Mark 10, 46, 52. Now watch the change here.
Come on.
And they came to Jericho. First it said he was going out. In Matthew. In Mark it says it came to Jericho. So it wasn't just that he was dwelling there. He had a mission to go to Jericho. He came to Jericho. Then it says he went out of Jericho with his disciples and a great number of people. And then it specifies blind Bartimaeus.
Yeah.
Even gives his lineage.
Yeah.
Sat by the highway side begging.
Yeah.
And when he heard that it was Jesus of Nazareth,
Come on.
he began to cry out and say, Jesus, thou son of David, have mercy on me.
Well.
Let's stop right there.
Thank you, God.
Let's go somewhere else. Let's go to Luke, 18th chapter, 35th to the 43rd verse. And I want to show you something right quick. Remember, God is my all. 18, 35,
Yeah.
43.
Yeah.
And it reads, and it came to pass that as he was come nigh to Jericho, a certain blind man sat by the wayside begging.
Yeah.
Well,
And hearing the multitude pass by, what does it say next?
yes.
He asked
Yeah.
what it meant.
What it meant.
Yeah, Jesus.
And they told him that Jesus of Nazareth passeth by, and he cried out, saying, Jesus, thou son of David, have mercy on me.
Yes, yes.
Now, I don't know if you're familiar with this particular message, but I want to make clear that the message continues and says that Jesus heals him, he becomes a disciple,
Come on.
and he goes about his way. But the one thing that I want us to focus on is that when there was a crowd passing by, there was something special that made blind Bartimaeus ask, what's going on?
Come on.
And when he asked, he heard that it was Jesus of Nazareth.
Say it well.
And then when he heard that it was Jesus, he quit talking to the multitude and he started crying out to Jesus.
Yeah.
He heard everybody else.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And he asked them what was going on. And when they told him that it was Jesus, he stopped talking to the people. And he ended up talking to Jesus himself.
Yes.
He said, Jesus, son of David, have mercy on me. Now the thing that gets me, if you read further, let's go back to Luke 39th verse, and it says, and they which went before rebuked him, that he should hold his peace. But he cried so much that more, that thou son of David, have mercy on me.
Yeah.
And Jesus stood and commanded him to be brought unto him. And when he was come near, he asked him, saying, what wilt thou what thou that I shall do unto thee?
Yeah.
It was not so much that Jesus came. It was that Bartimaeus called.
Well.
Yes.
There are 3 points here. Point number 1. When you hear some noise, make a sound. When you hear some noise, make a sound. A lot of us are hearing people passing by
Right.
in a particular gathering.
Right.
You know where you are.
Yeah.
You don't know where they have come from or where they are going. When you hear some noise, make a sound. And when you make that noise, revelation might be brought to your attention. Don't you understand that most ignorance is made because nobody asks a question?
Come on.
Most scientists are in Houston and nobody is receiving their information because nobody is asking them, would you tell me what you're doing? How are you able to come about the theory of how to send a man to the moon over and over again, or how to have a space shuttle go to a docking station in outer space and not have either blow up? Or how is it that you can have that docking station stay in space for 3 months and nobody go without? How is it that you do that? Because it's being done. We can't deny that it's being done. The one thing that we're not doing is asking. People in church, they're seeing people get healed. They're hearing prophecies being fulfilled, but they're not asking, how is it that this is being done? People don't cry out because they don't ask. When you hear a noise, make a sound. And then the second part I want you to do is when you hear the word,
Come on.
speak to him.
All right.
Amen.
Say it well.
Yes, sir. Amen.
When you hear that it's Jesus Christ.
Yes, sir.
Oh, this is focused.
Oh yeah.
This is focused on Jesus Christ.
Yes.
When people come into the church and they hear about people getting nice cars and they get a little frustrated because they don't have their own nice car. Or they hear about people finding a wonderful wife and they don't have their own wonderful
Come
wife.
on.
You know what the frustration is? It's not so much that they're going without. They're trying to figure out how to make do until their change comes.
Say it well.
And it's hard to be strong.
Come
It's
on.
hard to be sufficient
Yes.
when you're blind.
Say that.
Come on.
It's hard
Yes, sir.
to be self-sufficient. I don't care how strong Bartimaeus was, because it says the only thing wrong with him was his sight.
Right.
Jesus healed his sight, then he went. So he had strength in his legs, he had strength in his
Yes,
arms.
yes,
He was
yes.
a able man, but he could not see.
Look at that.
Amen. Say it
When
well.
he hears the word, talk. Next one, when he does not answer, call again.
Oh.
Blind Bartimaeus
Yes, sir.
Come on. Come on.
at the wayside.
Yes, sir.
Say it well.
When he called out to Jesus and Jesus did not answer the first time,
Thank you, Lord.
that I believe is the number one hindrance in the church today.
Come on.
That they'll ask for what they desire. And I've seen it, examples, houses. People say, I want a new house, and I'm stocking up on toilet paper and soap, and I'm buying bath mats, and I'm getting an apartment, and I can't even store everything that I got for my house, but all the money that I had went away, or the deal broke through.
Come on.
And I don't know what to do right now because my faith is shaking, and I don't know if I can really trust in God. Well, I'll tell you what you do. You try and buy another house, because just because that house
Say that. Say that.
Say it well.
Say that.
didn't come through doesn't mean that God has your house. God has your house in reserve. You got to be able to be faithful enough to believe in God, because maybe that house was too small for you. Maybe that house couldn't fit your needs. Maybe that house wasn't what God wanted you to live in because the neighbors wasn't that real nice. I'm just trying to help you out a little bit. Every now and then some things fall through because God has something better for you. So if God doesn't answer the first time, call again.
Call him up. Yeah. Tell him what you want.
Then, when he answers, tell him what you need. Blind Bartimaeus, listen, I have told God myself, God, please, don't let me be awestruck by you. I know how awesome you are, but if you could, just so I can stay functional, because I know you'll give me whatever I ask, but I don't know if I can function with everything that you're able to give me. So if you could, just don't let me be awestruck by you. When I lay hands and I feel the power of God flow through, and a healing manifests. God, please don't have me be afraid, because that's happened. God, when I speak a word of deliverance and I feel demons exit a being, God, please don't let me be afraid, because it's happened.
Come on.
So God, when you come around and you finally heard my cry, God, let me be able to tell you what my need is. I don't know if it was a vision, a dream, or a thought, but I know that there was a time when in my head, if you will, I thought that I was running to God's throne really quick, telling him everything I need, and then running around the corner because I was afraid, because this was also God. And then it seemed like God said, wait a minute, come here. And he sat me on his lap and said, I love you.
Yeah.
How can I help
All right
you?
now.
What do you need?
Come on.
I believe a lot of Christians are so frustrated by their own faults that they believe God does not love them. And I'm coming to tell you, he does.
Say well.
Now, if your heart is right, if you're focused on God, we know that there's some things that we all need to work on because we are flesh.
That's right.
But we are focused.